I can make it rain. Oh, do you hear the thunder? No, don't let it bring you down. Look up and see the light. You're not alone, don't give up like that. Oh yeah, got a ways to go. Break that wall, let the spirit flow. I know you ain't done.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Jared Goff's Rams.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 20. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Graham. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Now Wilson on first down. Baldwin with it over the middle. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On second down, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On third down, Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's third down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
They are going for it. Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, Rawls. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Goff now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Cliff Averill able to get in there and drop him behind the line. And he motions the wide receiver. Here's Goff. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Goff finding fellow second-year man Higbee for a Rams first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And yes, home is where the heart is. And for Robert Woods, it's Los Angeles. He played college football at USC right here in this stadium.
And probably feels comfortable. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
All right, partner, the risk of piling on. Whenever Jared Goff fumbles the football, the first thing people are going to flash back on is leading up to the draft, the size of his hands. They were right on the borderline about what teams want in the size for a quarterback.
Well, you were knee-deep in all of that draft stuff when he was going through it. That was much talked about, you said.
It certainly was. I didn't think it was as big a deal as people made it out to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right... That's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the gun, it's Wilson. And pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Michael Brockers in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A very solid gain of 27.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. A lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Goff now looks to throw, and that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, Wilson. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. To throw on 3rd down. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Graham. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate when he throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Wilson over the middle, complete. That's Baldwin. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
19.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. you're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And now it's second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cliff Averill. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Lockett. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas rolls 41 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Again, they run with Gurley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll try the air now with Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson now looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Wilson again to Rawls. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. The 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a toss. This is Rawls. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right? And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Ethan Westbrooks in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And now here's a carry heading left. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs went to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Yeah, you know